Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon's Dogma. Still having the audio issues that I mentioned last episode, so this is a post-commentary recording. But today we have a very important plan. Just going to check the board, and we're not going to do that for a long time. So today, our plan is going to be heading out of the city, killing a bunch of monsters, leveling up our new vocation skills, because at the moment we are, even though our character is level 8, our vocation is level 1, technically speaking. I think it's a ranger? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a ranger. So I think that we're well supplied. We have decent enough equipment. Don't need to worry about leveling it up to something super powerful quite yet. Still got Valkyrie and Rook on our side. So yeah, we're just gonna head out into the surrounding hills over here, kill a bunch of stuff, try out our new abilities, and see what we can do. So it's just gonna be kind of an exploration and combat type episode. No major progress, but there's our heptad shot. Just kind of a spray and pray. I guess it's more like a flat cone, like I said last time. We also have a dire arrow shot, which is long range, super powerful. Takes a bunch of stamina to be able to use, but if you can hit with it and you time your shot well, it's hefty in damage. If you can fire it as soon as it charges up all the way, you get that special slowdown bit there. Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah, just like that. And that does extra damage, and also it has a really cool effect. And you know, style isn't really practical, but it sure is fun. Arrow versus arrow. I win. Okay, we're getting the attention of some bandits. You can see there that hitting him with regular arrows, even though I've got the fire enchantment, they're not exactly as powerful as the dire arrow. This one's yours, sir. Yeah, it nearly kills him. I know that my pawns were like also hitting him, but still, he's taking major damage. Dire arrow is just so much fun to use. Just be aware that you're spending a lot of stamina to do it, and also not firing as fast. That kind of makes a big difference sometimes too. Alright, who's left? Oh, there you are. Did not see you. I thought you were one of my pawns. You actually ran into it. That's satisfying. Okay, this guy has been lasting for quite a while. Thank you. I think that might be all of them. Just gonna go down here and loot the bandit camp, see what all else we can find. Which doesn't look like we can find a whole lot. This was kind of disappointing. They're worth nothing but XP for me. Anyway, back up into this direction. I believe that there should be some decently powerful goblins up here. Apparently my pawn was going to confirm it for us. If you wander around up on these ruins, hello over there. I win. Again. He gets back up, only to be... Nah, didn't time that one very well. I'll get him eventually. But if you crawl around on top of the ruins here, you can sometimes find some chests that are hidden out of the way that you might not notice otherwise based on the graphics and the shadows and whatnot. I almost fell off. What's this one got? Oh, maybe just... Nah, it's fine. I have no use of this until I switch to a different vocation that actually uses magic power, but, you know, whatever. Hello, Valkyrie. Nice to see you. Can I get that heal? Can I get that heal? Give me that heal. Give me that heal, Rook. Get it for both of us. Valkyrie, you're starting to walk out. You're fine. Okay, let's head upstream. We'll see what we can find upstream. Might be somebody interesting. Some new friends to make. Some new friends to kill. Get myself all soaked. Hopefully not. I can soak them in water. And does somebody have an electric attack? I currently do not. Listening to Airborne, it's just so much fun. Don't have to worry too much about stamina right now. If there's just the one Saurian, if I've got dire arrow, and it's just like... Why am I worried? Yeah, let's dire arrow this guy. Right in the tail, right in the tail. Or not, he can turn around at the last second. That's fine. I'm pretty sure dire arrow can, at least most of the time, just take their tails right off with the first hit. At least that's what I remember. I don't know if I can do it being as low level as I in my vocation am. But I remember it being powerful. Okay, drop already. I don't mean stop, drop, and roll. I mean drop, dead. Thank you. I see a whole bunch more of you out there. Did I just try a dire arrow when I have no stamina? Oh, we got some stamina. That's fine. Ooh, fisheye stone. Yay! Looks like it's a rare material, too. That is a lot of saurians. I can't see what you're doing over there. Did you grab hold of some? Oh, there's somebody got behind us. I can't hit him from up here. I can try. You guys got it. You're fine. What am I worried about? What are you worried about? No one's worried. Well, this situation seems dire. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just kind of standing up here, not worrying about a whole lot, picking them off. My pawns are in there, soaking up the damage and the attention. This is kind of like what the Ranger class is all about. Staying back, doing damage, and letting your party just kind of get the attention of everybody so that they stay away from you. Can I shoot off that tail already? How much health is the tail supposed to have? I feel like it should have taken excessive damage by this point. There it goes, I think. Y'all doing okay down there? Yep. I can't dire arrow the tail if you're going to knock him around like that. Please hold off on the knocking around. Where's the tail? Found it. Do we get extra experience for knocking off the tails? I actually haven't been paying attention. I feel like that's something that could happen, or maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I wouldn't be surprised, though. This is the boring part of combat, where you just fire at it from a distance, and you kind of have to use dire arrows every once in a while to spice things up. Okay. Someone over there? I mean, other than Valkyrie? I think we need poison sacks for a few upgrades, or we used to need them for some upgrades. Come here, buckwheat. Take out the tail, take out the tail. Yeah, want to do that before he dies. Which we did. It is, suddenly I am noticing, getting very dark. It took me this long to notice that the sun was setting. We had full daylight for the entirety of last episode, and it was here at the beginning of this episode, and then just suddenly I'm realizing, oh hey, it's getting hard to see. Yeah, if you're not careful, nighttime is gonna sneak up on you, so, you know, be careful about that. And nighttime does matter more than just visibility here. There are some enemies that are gonna come out at night that are gonna, you know, not easy. So beware. You're wandering out in near the end of the day and you don't realize it, you might get stuck in a situation like this. Anyway, I think they're all dead now. At least I don't hear anything giving us any problems. Oh, wrong one. Gimme, 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 gimme that light. Some good chests down here, though. Double chests, and it looked like there was something else. Oh, grand grapes, yes. I probably seem like I'm a little overexcited about those, but grand grapes actually give you really, really good healing. So, thought that was a chest. It needed to die. At least now we have a pickaxe. Thank you, Rico. I beat you. Okay, you beat me on that one. Copper is important. I don't know if we have a need for it at the moment, but we might need it for some upgrades in the future. So, you know, collect what you can for now. Okay, it is dark, and technically we should probably head back and get some sleep, but at the same time, we're already out here, and there's not a major threat at the moment. So I might just kind of wander around here, gather some mushrooms, and look for some other small enemies to fight. Saurians are pretty tough. Even, like, as you level up more, Saurians are going to be reasonably tough. Goblins, not as tough. Wolves, probably somewhere between Saurians and Goblins. At least in my experience. Maybe I'm just playing the game wrong. But if Saurians are the worst thing that we found so far, not too concerned about it. And I know that there should... that looks like a Goblin spot. One of them disappeared, but fine, I'll shoot this guy over here instead. I missed. I missed again. Really? Okay, fine. 3 bad shots. Just get a lot closer. Satisfying. I feel vindicated now. Or not. Just shoot in the ground instead of the goblin. That's fine. Oh, hey, sounds like there might be a hobgoblin this time. There are also grim goblins. We'll worry about those later. But if there's a very large goblin that has a lot of armor, I don't think that's him. I think that's a regular goblin. There should be like a large goblin that... Oh yeah, like that guy. That might be a hobgoblin. It looks tough enough. I'm not positive if it is a hobgoblin, but I'm 60% sure. Either way, they will die by my hand, or I will miss entirely. Give to me, thank you. Yeah, now they're looking a little bit smaller than what I expect a hobgoblin should look like. Now he's looking bigger. I don't know. I'm hallucinating again. Don't mind me. You can die now. Your health is gone. Thank you. A stylish kill. Or a skill kill, you know, whichever. I don't get to use the stabbing skill very often, at least not as often as I like for the sake of style points. Can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I can mention it now. If you're holding on to a Cyclops arm when it starts swinging its arm around, you can let go at the right time and get yourself thrown straight up in the air and then do a strong, a heavy dagger attack. So you do that downward stab and land on its head, and you'll actually stick into it for a moment. It feels so satisfying. At least I like to say it feels satisfying. I've never been able to actually do it, but you know, it's an opportunity. Whenever you get in a situation like that, you just kind of want to take the style points because it feels good. At least that's how I see it anyway. It is riskier if you're flying up in the air and you miss and then you hit the ground. It's certainly funny, but it also hurts. There's not a lot of enemies you get that kind of opportunity with either. There are not as many humanoid shape bosses. I assume he's over there. Oh, he was! I saw a health bar go flying. He's somewhere over there. Rook! No one's gonna help Rook up. I have to do it myself. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, actually. Pawns cannot resurrect each other. They can... If a pawn goes down, another pawn can pick them up and carry them to you and put them on the ground so that you can heal them. But that's the most that they can do overall. As the Arisen, you are just kind of that important. I assume that it might be a connection between the Arisen and the pawns. There's probably some deep lore about it that I'm not very aware of. But it is another way that the world works. Which, you know, I kind of appreciate those things, even if I don't entirely understand them whenever they happen or I come across them. We're still not done? How many have we killed at this point? Where's the next one? You guys look like you're on the defense. There he is. Just a point-blank dire arrow, I think that was. Now you're dead. Some decent experience from these guys, too. I like it. And wolves. Alright, now we're going to be fighting a wolf pack, transitioning right from goblins into wolves. This is definitely not what I planned for. I kind of wonder how wolves are different at night. I wonder if they have like a larger perception radius, or if you just are so oblivious at night that you wander into their radius and it feels a lot closer because by the time you see them, they're already on their way to attack you. I'm kind of busy at the moment. Thank you, that's why I have pawns. Both for support and to do things that I do not have the opportunity to do myself. I'm not sure what was going on there. Are you finally done? Collect what you can, people. Moving on to another fight as soon as we possibly can. I'm actually at full health overall. That's unexpected. Oh, I probably leveled up recently. Probably. I'm sure I'm not the same level anyway. Surely I must have gotten some kind of level up. Yeah, that's what wolves are known for. They're also known for looking like dogs. Giant fluffy dogs. Ta-da! Okay, what else is out here? We don't want to wander too far from Grancis, by the way. There are some very high-level enemies that, again, only appear at night and also are super tough. There are some enemies that we actually can't even hurt with our current setup. Well, maybe we can, but it would be very difficult. Not quite sure what I'm looking for at this point. I do not recall. Oh, hello. Hey, remember when I said that I could climb on bosses? You can also climb onto a cow. Might be making this one upset, though. Yeehaw! Oh, and apparently that angered the pawns enough that they need to kill this beastie creature. I'll help. You can get some decent meat from killing them. I don't think that they're owned by anyone. They seem to be just kind of free roaming, so it's probably fine. You're gonna have to give me more direction than that. Never mind, he's dead. I can see movement up there. Not entirely enough to... Hi there. I can't, I ran out of stamina. We got some other pawns. It doesn't look like any of you are dead. They'll be fine. By the power of friendship, we will overcome the goblins. Our pack tactics are better than their pack tactics are better than wolves' pack tactics. Pack it up, boys. Oh, you meant strike the one you were holding? I'm sorry. I definitely misinterpreted. Also, I don't know where you ended up. Maybe somebody else killed the goblin and you moved on to another one, or maybe the goblin broke out. I don't freaking know. Rain steel upon this dead goblin. Seems pretty quiet now. Or not. It seemed like we were done. I couldn't hear anything. I mean, yeah, they were talking about other goblins, but for all I knew, that was probably just like leftover combat chatter. The grandest of grapes, behold to me. I didn't even know there was a goblin over here, and suddenly one comes running out from behind a tree on fire. Again, just cartoony chaos. It doesn't happen all that often, but whenever it does, it is so appreciated. Stay near me, Rico. 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 There you go. Atta girl. Right, well, we're not at full health anymore until we level up. Maybe we can find a little bit more before we go. I think I'm actually going to start making my way back to Grancis. There's a few... Oh, hi there! Suddenly, undead enemies. And I'm out of stamina. What marvelous timing! You're usually supposed to run away from the zombies and then let go of me. You usually run away from zombies and then you get tired. You don't run into the middle of zombies and then get tired. That seems very backwards. Anyway, we're going to start heading back toward Grancis, I think, because there's some more stuff that is safely around the city. We can probably climb a few more ruined walls, and there's some stuff down underneath the road and by the shoreline that we can check out. Not a whole lot of stuff, but at least for the sake of an episode's worth, it's probably fine. We should be able to finish up within a reasonable amount. What did you drop? What did you drop? You dropped a shed. Yay! They are squishier than I recall. At least I remember them being a lot tougher. Maybe it's just the fire enchantment that Rook gave us. Yeah, now we're not doing a lot of damage. I mean, they're slow and they're staggered a lot, so they're not super deadly at the moment. They're also not deadly when they fall down and can't get back up. Seems like we got a decent team. We should definitely be hunting some more of the... This was the bandit camp. What? Were these the bandits? Did they just crawl out of the ground where the bandits were? Maybe the bandits just chose a terrible place to camp out. Thanks, Rook. Thought that was one of my pawns for a second. Humanoid enemies. Anyway, you die now. Thank you very much. You need to kill quite a few of these guys, not only for a quest, but because shrouds are some pretty common upgrade materials from what I've seen overall. The more shrouds you have, probably the better off you'll be. Ran right into that cart. Maybe there'll be some more undead enemies over here on the road. Again, we could have run into some undead creatures while we were taking the ox back to bringing the ox to Grand Soren, but we got here. Oh, there's one crawling out of the ground. But we got through here just as morning broke, so they weren't going to appear. They do crawl out of the ground like that, which is like kind of entertaining. I don't know what happens or at least what they would do after the sun comes up. They've never survived long enough to see the sun after I run into them. But hey, free experience. More shrouds. We're fine. What you doing over there? You found a new friend? Well, I tried. Thank you, Palpatine. Okay, good go up to Grand Soren. I think we're gonna try to deviate a bit and go check underneath the road. Just because it's an option. Also, it looks like it's starting to get brighter out. Is this a terrible idea going down here? Maybe. At least we're not falling down here. Hi, guys. Everywhere I go, I make new friends and then kill them. Kind of need that fire enchantment, Rook. Anytime it's convenient for you. Thank you. There you go. Again, fire is super friggin' useful, or at least any enchantment really is. I feel like there's 3 relatively common enchantments, at least often enough that I recognize them. That would be fire, lightning, and I think it's holy damage. Those are the enchantments I at least remember my pawns giving me a lot of the time. I feel like very strongly there's also cold and dark, but I don't know if I've ever seen those enchantments. Maybe I just adventured with the wrong pawns, or maybe it's not very good so nobody teaches that to their pawns. I don't know. Again, there's a lot about this game that I'm not very familiar with. A lot of it I don't know for certain. Come here, cow. And that triggers my pawns to slaughter the cows. But again, I like it that way. There's always that feeling of getting... let me try to phrase this differently. If there's something that you can... If you know a game really, really well and it's one of your favorite games, but you know that there's still more for you to discover and learn about it, and the idea of getting that kind of game education about something you already know very well and enjoy so much, it just feels really satisfying. Like there's still potential for more. As much as you know and as much as you've played the game, there's a lot more that you just haven't gotten to try yet. Why are there so many skeletons down next to the front gates of Grand Soren? Who got dumped here? Yeah, I just like that feeling of there's still more to discover. And in a very large open world like this, hello. That's a big looking coin pouch. 10,000? That's fine. But when it's a big open world like this, where you can explore in any direction and find so many little things here and there, and you don't know all that there is, and you may never... Oh yeah, I need that. And you may never figure everything out. It's just very exciting. Like, you can feel the potential for more, and that's really what I love. That's why I don't want to know everything there is about the game. I love that feeling. It's just... Like, normally whenever you play a large game like this, whenever you're just starting out, you're like, I can tell that there's probably going to be a lot here, and there's going to be some deep things. Where'd you guys come from? There's probably going to be something really deep here that I could learn. There's probably not a need to learn extensively what I can learn. And there are probably people who really, really love this game who will do a deep dive into it, and that's great. I like that games have that option. But whenever you're just starting out in a new game and you don't know if you want to be able to know that much about it, it's nice to feel like you don't need to. Like in a game like this, it's nice to just go exploring, get into the combat stuff, go around a corner, see if there's a little chest waiting for you, or maybe a gather point that might have something special there. But you don't ever feel like you need to know more. Even after you've completed the game once or twice, it doesn't feel like there's any kind of guilt, like I don't know this game as well as I probably could at this point. Some people probably know more than I do. You're just enjoying the game for what it is. And I kind of like that feeling. No, obviously I really like that feeling. I keep talking about it. I think this is the third or fourth time I brought up this subject during this playthrough alone, and we're only on episode 12, but all the same, I enjoy it.
You can talk to me later.
If games are about the experience that you can enjoy and what you can do overall, then have more of an experience. That's what I like. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, gonna deposit all the materials that we got from wandering around and killing everything. A lot of materials, actually. And now we have a whole bunch of stuff. I think we might actually need... Yeah, we might need that snakeskin purse for the quest that we're doing. Because that's one of the very rare quests where you have to actually deliver the item to somebody. You don't have to just go collect it or kill the enemies or whatever. Nice. We can upgrade our dire arrow to deathly arrow right away. That is really cool. I love it. Given to me. Footbinder, it sounds fun, but I can't really think of any practical use for it, so I won't. Six-fold arrows, yeah. We had the threefold arrow or threefold shot or whatever it was as a strider, so six-fold arrow as a ranger, where we're shooting over a longer distance. Yes, please, give it to me. And again, Footbinder, it also pins the target to a nearby wall, so if there's not a nearby wall, then it's going to be completely useless. Sure, it's effective in cramped quarters, but also you're using a frickin' longbow indoors. Like, it's just not very practical. I'll go ahead and buy Biting Wind just so I have the skill for it. Ooh, Quick Loose. Requires less time to knock... Yeah, we're kind of slow. We should probably buy that one. Think a few. The other ones I'm not too interested in. Radiance is pretty good. If we're going to be wandering around in the dark, that'll help a lot. An extra bit of health. Feels nice. Rico can get a few things. The augments are just better no matter what, though. I believe that you can only get certain augments from certain vocations as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, I am going to change up Rico's vocation. She's been a very effective fighter. We've given her some pretty good defense, but now I want to change her to a warrior, actually, because having a pawn that is doing very high damage, I feel like that would be kind of nice. And if I'm eventually going to be taking the Magic Archer class vocation, I'm sorry, we're going to need somebody who's doing physical damage very consistently. So a warrior might be kind of awesome. Usually I have a mage class or an archer class, a physical archer class for support, but in this case I'm going to want to try a warrior. Oh yeah, we've also got all this other stuff that we can make our pawn wear. I'm not going to. I want to... Yeah, let's stick with the normal stuff for now. Maybe I'll use the other things eventually, but now it's not the time. We could probably use this. It would upgrade our Biting Wind. Well, I think I have Biting Wind. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I might have to double check on that. Or we can just equip it now. Fine. I don't... Past me and current me are a little different. Again, post-commentary. It's been about a month or two since I recorded this episode. I don't like doing post-commentary. There are some fun outfits that you can use if you want to like do some kind of playthrough where you want to play a particular type of character. It's not for me, but they're fun. The lion spine is a piece of equipment I used a lot, and I really enjoyed it. It actually has a really cool design too. Like there's a lion head that covers the back of the hand. Only on one arm though, but still, it's really cool. I like it.
Come again soon.
We probably will. Okay, so now that we've upgraded Rico's vocation, now we're going to need to get Rico some equipment. Looks like the only two options for her are a two-handed longsword or a two-handed warhammer. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I kind of feel like maybe bludgeoning might be more fun. Does it have more stagger or knockdown power? I didn't notice that when I was looking at the sword before, but I like it. It does have the higher strength. You're just choosing between slashing or bludgeoning damage. I can afford it. Sure. And we can also upgrade it once. We don't have ancient ore and we don't have any craft bones, I believe, but yeah, moving that up 17 strength points just with one upgrade, that seems worth it to me. Doesn't look like... Well, yeah, we can upgrade the shoulder cape. That might be good. Buy her some new headgear, too. Okay, the horn helm is actually kind of awesome. It is the best option overall. Train coif also has a weakness to lightning damage. Yeah, whitecap. I mean, the whitecap is really aesthetically pleasing, don't get me wrong, but I kind of want to do the horned helm. I hope Pass Me buys the horned helm. That is kind of expensive. But if you're playing as a warrior, probably don't want the whitecap. Yeah, we're going to buy that. I'm actually going to get the riveted coat. It's a little bit less defense, but it looks cooler. And if it's only like 1 point less for defense and magic defense, why not? Kind of like the iron bracers. That's very defensive. Gonna get some iron boots. And the urban hosen. Yeah, we can upgrade our longbow already. Let's see if we can upgrade some of Rico's equipment now that we've just bought it. Got just enough copper ore for this. It's a little expensive, but hats don't give a ton of defense. Hide armor, riveted coat, yeah. We have a rugged bone. We also need the money for it, though. Ooh! Iron boots go right up to level 3. That might be worth it. Iron blade pieces are only used for upgrading stuff. I don't think they have any other use, so yeah, that's very much worth it. But now we're almost entirely out of money. Don't think there's a lot we can do otherwise. We have to sell some stuff. And now I can't upgrade this at all. I mean, maybe we could if we sold some stuff, but we'd have to get some stuff I'd be comfortable selling. That's the issue. I think we're pretty kitted out now. Oh, dang, Rico looks friggin' awesome. Very, very intimidating. I like that a lot. Our appearance actually did not change all that much, but Rico's very different. Eventually, I'll upgrade my own equipment to get something that looks a lot more awesome, but at the moment, I think I'm fine with what I have. We'll find some other stuff later on as time goes on. We got stuff to buy, we got stuff to find. We'll be all right. In hindsight, I probably should have changed Rico's vocation before I went out and tried leveling up my vocation. That's a little bit of an accident on my part. Whoops. But why do I have another cloak? That's weird. So yeah, that was my bad. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. A lot of the upgrades that you do, you're mostly going to notice them on your own character, whereas your pawns will just go into battle, do their thing, and you don't notice them very much because you're paying attention to your own stuff. But then you eventually notice, hey, hey, blue. Oh, that's right. We got a snakeskin purse.
See, you're hard at work on an errand, friend. Pray take all the time you need. Truly, man is a marvelous creature. Even in these dire times, desires abound. Where desperation might take hold, dreams instead arise.
That was a cool line.
As long as man yet dreams, this world will manage well enough. Mark my words. That makes folk in the trade of making dreams turn true the saviours of the world, eh? Folks like you and me. 'Tis work well worth doing.
Anyway, here's the snakeskin purse.
Oh, completed a request, have you? Wonderful, wonderful. Here, friend, the wages for your efforts. A pleasure, as always.
Nice. I didn't see what we got. I think it was equipment, maybe. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, but we did get enough money. We can upgrade our new hide armor all the way. Admittedly, we only have one So I probably could have done some black cat work with that, but you know, it's fine. I'm sure we'll get some more eventually. That is some good defense for Rico at this point. Some really good defense. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up there, though. It was a long episode, but things felt pretty good at the end. I think we're ready to progress on to the main quest next time. So, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good overall. We made some nice progress. Not feeling quite so new and frail anymore. All right, next time we will be heading down that road over there and exploring the main quest. Not going up to the castle yet, but I will see you guys then, and in the meantime, do take care.